Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hearthstone Candid Cards. My name is TheAdipose, and I'm here with Corentaris.
Hello.
And in this show, we're going to be talking Hearthstone strategy, card strategy, deck strategy, Hearthstone news, and loads more. Today, we're looking at a single card, and it's a controversial one. It's a popular one. It's the Leper Gnome. Now, Corentaris, you wanted to talk about this little beastie here. Tell me all about him.
Well, he's basically just a card which I think really fits in well with my kind of strategies. I'm a very heavy Warlock player. I've never really liked the other classes that much.
Oh, what, one of those players? Oh, one of the ones without talent.
Yeah, basically. I like Shaman. I like Shaman as well, or Shammy, as I like to say. But
oh yeah, first name terms.
Yeah. But no, the Leper Gnome I just feel is a really good one-cost card. You can throw him down, obviously, turn one cost.
Yeah.
And he's a guaranteed 2 damage. So if you're against a lot of times with when you're playing against say like mages and stuff, a lot of the one-cost cards, while they maybe have increased damage, they only have 1 health. And against a mage, that obviously means, oh look, I'm just going to pop my coin and fireball it straight away. Maybe they.
Well, that was going to be my counter to this one, because it only has 1 health, and against any rogue or mage, like you say, it's gonna die instantly. This isn't a board control card, is it?
No, it isn't at all. But very little. Or very few, should I say, one-cost cards do have more than 1 health. I'm not including some class-specific cards, like obviously I've got the Flame Imp as a Warlock or the Void Walker, but you're not guaranteed to get those in your starting hand straight away. So as a general one-cost card, it's very good, because if they do manage to kill it straight away, in the Rogue's case, they take 2 damage from directly attacking it, and then they take further 2 damage from the death rattle. So that's 4.
So 4 in total.
Damage,
yeah, I get that.
And they've wasted 2 mana to attack it. And same for the mage. If they fireball it, they've taken 2 damage from the death rattle and wasted 2 mana. Obviously, there are situations where it could be taken out straight away by, say, like a Stone Tusk Boar, or I can't think of anything else which has charge at level 1.
But it does very much depend on your type of deck here, though, because you're talking Warlock, and Warlock from the style that you play is very aggro heavy. For those of you that are beginners, to the face, exactly. An aggro deck is like aims to kill as quickly as possible with loads of low cost minions, and I agree with you that a Leper Gnome works well in those situations, because like you said, you are constantly doing damage to the enemy's health. But I would suggest though that this isn't such a generic minion that you would put it into a mid-range deck or a control deck, because like I said at the beginning, like this isn't the kind of card that you're really going to be able to use to keep to maintain and keep board control. You're almost looking to sacrifice this card as quickly as possible for that damage, and maybe take a minion with you, or if you end up in a situation where the opponent can't kill it, even better, you keep doing those little bits of 2 damage. But I would say it's an aggro specialty card as opposed to a general usage card. How would you think about that?
Well, if you say want to put it into a control deck, where obviously the idea is to constantly clear the opponent's half while keeping your half of minions, what better card to use as a sacrificial card than someone who has a death rattle to still deal damage? And it's 2 health. So if you look at most
no, it's 2 damage, not 2
damage.
health.
I misspoke. If you look at most,
you mean you lied? You said you lied.
If you look at a lot of 2 mana cards, a lot of them have, say, like 3/2 or 2/2 as their value. And 2 health, I'd say, is the most common health for a 2-cost card. So that's a one cost trade for a 2-cost card if they haven't got anything on turn 1 to deal with it.
I agree. It is very useful.
With the
if you
death
can play this
rattle
turn 1. Yeah, exactly. If you do play this turn 1 and then they play a Raptor or a Sorcerer's Apprentice, you just take it out. It's a good exchange, and like you said, you get that 2 damage. I think that where it's less useful though is the fact that because it will die, there are other 1 costs which might be better in other decks. So, for example, the Worgen Infiltrator, with its stealth, can kind of just sit there for a couple of turns until you kind of need it. Or there are because if you are playing as a rogue or you are playing as a mage and it is turn 1, you aren't really going to mind that 2 damage. Like that isn't I know health is a resource and all that kind of stuff, but losing 2 health turn 1 or 2 is not the great sacrifice. In terms of keeping board control. Board control is more important than that 2 damage.
Yeah, I guess, but especially, well, I'm more speaking obviously as a Warlock player. I don't play many control decks, so I can't speak for them. But no, but definitely in aggro decks, I do believe it is the card.
You believe in the leper. And I would agree. I've got a couple of aggro decks. I've got one mage one and I've got one paladin one, and it is always fun to stick the leper gnome in because it does, like you said, it can whittle away. So there you go, folks. The Leper Gnome. Situational, sure, but when it does work and in the right deck, it is a very powerful little one-cost minion. Hope you found this useful. If you've got any comments, if you want to agree with us or disagree with us, stick it in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and of course, you can follow myself and Krentaris. I'll put the links in the description, and our live stream as well. Take care. Goodbye from me. Goodbye from Krentaris, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.